What's up, party people? First off, as for the video I just posted about the Pamela Turner shooting, uh, I know it's kind of graphic. YouTube's probably gonna be hollering at me in a minute to take that video down. So I'll probably leave it up there for a couple of more days. Then I'm gonna end up taking it down before I end up getting a strike or something about it. All right. But first off, about the video, I wanted to talk about why why that officer even approached her. Because according to Lieutenant Doris, he was patrolling the residence. So if you're patrolling the residence, y'all knew she lived there. He had previous encounters with her, and they knew that she had warrants. So was he patrolling a residence, or was he making an arrest for her warrants? Like, they didn't make that totally clear. So I'm real curious about the body cam footage about that. What exactly made him approach her in the first place? Secondly, I wanted to talk about how they kept talking about the cop was in fear for his life because he got tased. Now, mind you, cops tasing civilians is a common practice. Some civilians get tased 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. I think one person got tased 11 times. And not once did they ever even attempt to show any empathy toward the civilian getting tased. But the second this cop gets tased, now he has a reason to fear for his life. You're so worried about the cop being tased, but y'all tasing civilians every day. Where's the concern for them? Like, you're concerned about this cop. So that's a bunch of BS to me. And thirdly, you could audibly hear her say, "I'm pregnant." Now, last I heard, they don't know whether or not she was really pregnant or not. They were waiting for the autopsy. But at the time, the cop didn't know that. And once again, this is an 11-year veteran. So I would think that as soon as he heard the words "I'm pregnant," that would give him pause, and he just hold Pamela Turner at gunpoint. But no, this man stepped off and immediately fired. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to put the whole video up, so y'all could see. Like, well, Doris said, "Oh, it's unfortunate. It's been put on social media." No, it's not unfortunate. It's fortunate that we get to see how y'all protect and serve. It's fortunate how we get to see how an 11-year veteran practices police procedure. We should be able to see that. We should be able to see how our officers operate and conduct their duties. And once again, this 11-year veteran stepped off this 44-year-old woman who is on the ground, on her back, and fired 5 times after hearing, "I'm pregnant." But he's justified because he got tased. That woman got murdered, but he got tased. So he was in fear for his life of a 44-year-old woman laying on her back on the ground. You couldn't just hold her at gunpoint. Really? You had to fire 5 times immediately. Like, what is it going to take? That's where I'm at now with this. I've seen numerous cases of civilians getting gunned down by police officers, and still nobody wants to update the training. Nobody wants to change the procedure. Nobody wants to make any changes. So what is it going to take? Children have died. Women have died. Men have died. Innocents. Unarmed. Still, they're all just following procedure, huh? So what is it going to take? For it to be a cop's relative? Or a senator's relative? Or a president's relative? That's when something might be done about it? It's disheartening, man. It's really disheartening. And what happened to this woman? When did cops become executioners? What happened to process? What happened to due process? What happened to innocent until proven guilty? Yeah, she might have had some mental issues. Yeah, she might have had some warrants. But you bring her, you arrest her, bring her to court, let her be judged. Why does this woman need to be executed because she was fighting for her life? That's the thing that kills me. Cops could use all type of different ways to choke you, bend you, twist you, practically break your arm, kneel on your neck with all their weight, put their knee in your back, to the point where you can't breathe. So your natural reaction is going to be to fight for your life. You ain't resisting, you are fighting for your life. But that's not complying. But the second a cop's life in danger, he has the right to kill, right? Executioner. No judgment, no due process. They ain't comply, so they die. Procedure. What is it gonna take? I don't know. But I'm gonna wrap this up. Y'all, be safe. Be careful. Be blessed. One.